up 1.
Oh, and Jabiem already striking first blood. Maybe it was one of those, right? Maybe he was trying to break up the momentum a little bit, saying like, hey, my stick's a little funky. Wait, maybe it works after all. Oh my goodness, into the leg crouch. Medium punch, open it up. Zangief pressing buttons.
Damn, that is so much. And 80 seconds left on the clock as well. Just one more hit. Gotta be, I was about to say, it's gotta be a throw bait, right?
Into Terry. Like, he is very in tune with this character, has studied a lot of the matchups, has found nuances to exploit certain things. He talked about it yesterday, how he feels Terry has a very big advantage over Ken, and that's what we saw it play out up against Tokido. Well, let's see how it'll play out against Zangief Bellotto.
Yeah, this is going to be the biggest bane of Zangief's existence, right? Those not low hitting, the grounded fireballs that come out from Terry.
Yes, indeed, I like that pairing already. Zangief Bellotto not going to let him take his turn early, but speaking of which, no turns being taken for free in this set so far. That was very nice from Zangief Bellotto. He drive rushed behind it, knew that whatever Jabiem was going to press back with wouldn't reach. Spine buster plus 30.
Oh my! He needed all those frames to get ready for that SPD. He might do it again.
Oh, nah, he just waited for him to jump, shutting down everything. Does get the wake up super though. Jabiem willing to risk that meter, even with this life deficit. That is quite the decision. We'll see if it ends up paying off with a round win or not. Pops off again. Nice block on the overhead. That honestly would have been the round. And Zangief Bellotto hits him with the fierce to end it.
I like that with life to spare, taking the risk with the armor. We will totally take that. Zangief Bellotto trying to shake the hands. Not today though. Slight mishap. Jabiem taking a deep breath after that one. SPD coming your way. Drive reversal. Try to keep the containment from the big fella.
Locked down in this corner, but man, the heavy kicks, they've just been outside of the range that he's been looking for. That time, though, gets a punish counter off of it.
That looks so clean, too, animation-wise, man. The roundhouse just swinging for the fences into the burn knuckle. And again, chopping away, trying to reintroduce the medium punches against Jabiem now that he has drive gauge and knowing Jabiem is going to play passive until he gets his drive gauge back.
Beautiful machine gun chop. Shout out to Eddie Kingston. Oh, and then check-in. Any type of approach. Oh, who's next? You next. Zangief Bellotto, 1-0.
A very, very impressive start. 2 rounds straight. The meter management was there. The awareness of when to go in against Jabiem, depending on his drive gauge, was there. His mixes have been so difficult to call out as well. You saw Jabiem kind of slipping and slacking when it came to the defensive decision-making in that corner, right? You saw Zangief Bellotto have options for everything that Jabi's thrown his way.
Love seeing the Vamos Bellotto sign. Yeah. I was sitting behind Frida during the Kaba Knuckle Dude match, and he was like, Vamos Kaba, and I was like, yeah, I love it. I love hearing it out here. Zangief Bellotto already off to a hot start, and we talked about it, right? These game differentials are so important. So Jabiem already holding an L. He's going to try to bounce back to give himself a net +1 by the end of this, but if he starts falling, man, that opens the door for Dual Kevin, as we said, who is just 1 point behind him.
Yeah, man. Every one of these games count specifically for Jabiem. Zangief Bellotto, though, I mean,
he's here to crash some parties.
He's not technically out. He could also score a couple of 2-0 straight.
That's true.
And really ruin the rest of the standings. So we'll see. Especially against someone like Jabiem, that could really change the game. We had talked about it before with the implications. There are a lot of potential 3-2s that could happen to boost one over the other. So we'll see.
Yeah, and Zangief Bellotto already off to a great start, right? Like, from a position that he's in, again, these 2-0s, that is what you need to hone in on. You can't just get the dub. You have to do it while shutting your opponent out. And he's off to the start that he needs to be. But right now we're having some technical issues. I believe we're getting it all cleared up. It looks like Jabiem is good to go now. Got some thumbs up going around. I think we're going to be starting our next match momentarily.
2015, is that you? It's coming back.
Thumbs up, brother.
I was going to say, man, technical issues are now. We're ready for it. Zangief Bellotto versus Jabiem. Running it back. Game 2 with Bellotto up 1.
Oh, and Jabiem already striking first blood. Maybe it was one of those, right? Maybe he was trying to break up the momentum a little bit, saying like, hey, my stick's a little funky. Wait, maybe it works after all. Oh my goodness, into the leg crouch. Medium punch, open it up. Zangief pressing buttons.
Damn, that is so much. And 80 seconds left on the clock as well. Just one more hit. Gotta be, I was about to say, it's gotta be a throw bait, right?
Yeah.
The crack kick, the crack shoot, whatever they call it in this version.
Yeah, crack shoot indeed. Shooting for that life bar. That's what happened with Bellotto, right? It's such an active move that he'll even catch a backdash like that. And Joby M, I mean, I don't know if it was the plan to break up the momentum, but it's been successful until now. Bellotto has the corner, gives him some room to jump out of it.
Oh no! Boris Dynamite. Damn! What is that? Almost 45?
Wow! And Joby M so confident, waking up with crouch medium, not even a light bud. Did check Zangief's drive rush, I believe, forward knee, and now he's gonna burn him out and open the door big time for himself.
Not too bad for Bellotto though, being mid-screen. Also, he just needs to find a way to get past all of these frame traps, right? If the DI does come out, he still has meter for himself.
Joby M's delays, man, they've been so good. And that's the thing, he's been delaying a lot of the strings, so he's not gonna get caught by something that's a wake-up super. Beautiful stuff from Joby M right there. One up just like that.
Damn, the immediate fire off into the rematch. These guys are heated. Drive reversal, get off of me. Joby M getting swung back. Bellotto is just trying to reset the momentum, right? He has to get past the fireballs, but it's only a matter of time before Terry turns green.
Yes, indeed. Gonna force the issue, the burn knuckle on. Also something that's forcing the issue. And he had been popping off with that a lot, right? The OD rising tackle on these block strings. Bellotto doing a great job banging it out that time and getting a huge reward.
I wonder if that's going to be the same case if Bellotto happens to get him in a sequence where a headbutt is involved. Will Joby M be mashing out for that OD uppercut? But we'll see. So far, yeah, that was an excellent choice. Joby M making the right read against the SPD after that whiff throw.
I really like Bellotto going with that SPD. Ooh, super. That's because Joby M couldn't drive rush in to punish it, right? Because he was in burnout. So good decision making on both sides, honestly.
Yeah, nice and healthy yet again. Drive rush has been so adamant for Joby M's strategies thus far.
Joby M is indeed, or excuse me, Terry is indeed an overhead merchant.
Oh my god.
Man, great days. Yeah, very well spaced burn knuckle. You can see Joby just take it to the skies as soon as those burn knuckles connect.
Oh no, that could have been a big whip punish. No way!
Yes, that's one of the things with Joby, right? He's got that super R frame data burned into his mind. All the things that can be punished by it, he will exploit it.
At 7 frames, you better be memorizing that frame data. Taking turns when he feels like it, Joby M.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. He always playing against expectation. Always knows when his opponent is looking to start their offense. Never gives it to him for free. Nah.
That is big risky. The back guy to avoid the throw. He's onto him a little bit, Ridge. He's starting to sense when Joby M gets frantic. The stand jab again with the confidence upon wake up. Drive impact, bullying Joby M into the corner. We got the OD lariat. Drive impact no longer on the table though from the side of Bellotto.
It's unfortunate. Oh, just reacts to that. Blows up the armor. That's another thing. Your stand fierce will not save you from the supers. No rising tackle. Bellotto sends it to a final round.
That was the opportunity to get that uppercut, that prime time to stop Bellotto from advancing. That anti-air would have been so critical towards Joby M's success, but still, Bellotto getting the SPD at the end of the day. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Joby knew the exact spacing on that one. You saw how quick that whip punish came out.
Man, these guys are not afraid to press buttons. Joby M changing up the strategies now. He just wants to clear the space if he has that time.
Precisely, right? We saw the rising tackle before, then he just jumps out. Bellotto still finds an SPD regardless. Be careful, brother. He's got 3 bars. He's got 3 bars. Yeah, he's going to chase him down. Oh, and again, though, he's not going to let him reset with the headbutt. Blowing up with the super, but no more meter left on Joby M's side. He's got to get to that 1 bar if he wants to threaten again. Gets it. Oh my goodness, he's not popping up with it yet, but he does read the back jump. Knows what Joby M had been going for. He's alive on a pixel. Oh, and the OD Lariato. Able to seal the set 2-1.
A very huge shakeup coming in from the human cyclone. Zangief Bellotto, 2-1 over Job and JP. How often do you get to say that?
For real though. It's going to be one of those things, right? And that's one of the advantages I feel like Joby M has here. Terry still being relatively new. That a lot of the time he's going to have the more matchup experience against the characters rather than his opponents having matchup experience against Terry.
This is it right here. The final matchup in Group C. Joby M, will he survive the onslaught against the perfect parry prince that is Kakeru?
Shall see, already established in the OD fireball just to get close to him. We want to get that CQC.
As much as possible, that is for damn sure. Drawn him out with your own offense. Burn knuckle right to the chin. Amnesia, you forgot. He ain't falling for that.
Already baited out, Joby M. Looking like a monster.
And I like that. He saw the air reset, backed away just a bit. Kakadu still trying to scrap his way out. The screen was shaking. He was positive. That's at least one of the perfect parries we're expecting from the side of Kakadu. But you can't deter Joby M. He just walked on in there and then drive rushed.
Indeed. Joby M here, he's keeping a little bit steady because he knows he's very low on drive meter. But the dash up and punish again. How does he do it every time? One more throw. Not just yet, though. Ooh! Dash up trade, that's all he needed. Went with the light button to make sure it'd be as quick as possible. Joby M off to the races.
Man, Kakadu, I think him being active or more active to take initiative here against Joby M might be the key.
Yeah, it's already looking like it, right? He's starting to establish the projectiles at a much more frequent pace. Ooh. Perfect parry print showing off.
A lot more active again with some of these normals trying to swing twins. Oh man, I thought that trade was going to be much bigger, but either way.
Yeah, it was lucky that it was a trade, right? If Joby M got his jump and be clean by that, it was going to be so much damage.
Right. Double departure, check. He tried to press a button in between. You saw the counter hit. Kakadu could let it rip with the rest of his drive gauge, which he does on the board. Now sitting at 3 bars as well on the side of Joby M's 2, the super art department.
Again, just both players here knowing what stake is on the line. Nobody's trying to overcommit early, but he does manage to get the punish counter on the recovery from the parry.
Okay.
Finds his way in for a quick punish here, Joby M. As long as he's got a bar on deck, it's like one in the chamber. You gotta respect it.
Beat him to the punch, or kick, I should say. Departure has not really been as effective off of the knockdown against someone like Joby M. Kakadu, I maybe want to see him set it up a little bit closer, but there's certain instances, man, where Joby M could just be firing off like a wild cannon as soon as he wakes up.
Joby is scheming right now. We haven't seen him press something in quite a minute. Didn't want to interact with all that, but Kakadu living up to his namesake once again. Establishing the departure, making Joby M go full screen and have to work his way in all over again. Oh, he's even switching up the pace a little bit right there. Swiping with the stand fierce, but instead cutting him off with the pass. And Kakadu able to seal the first game. And man, Japan loves that. Tokido rubbing his hands together like Birdman.
A lot of the fans out here really just taking it in. With all the Japanese players really representing for their hometown. Kakadu, again, being king of this group, leading 1 game over Joby M. Joby M not going to take it idly, though. Or at least so I thought. Perfect parry now coming in. Kakadu keeping it alive. A slight drop on the spike.
Rare drop from him. OD departure in the nooch. You already know how JP gets down.
Oh, this is huge.
Fireball. He's starting to catch on to the rhythm of when Joby M likes to throw it. Drive yourself smart, spin the meter, get out of this situation, just throws him out of that though.
Slight execution error from the side of Joby M. You saw him look down at his controller. He's going to be taking a lot of chip. It's going to be game over, at least within that round. Man, he even also had the rest of the animation fly through because you know that spike was going to come in through for the chip just in case. Low medium to start it off. Baiting in the throw, and I like that too from the drive rush medium. Kakadu slowly picking apart Joby M.
Most definitely. And stuffed that time. The projectile was there. And Kakadu here, so much control.
Level 3 also on the side. This is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote. Kakadu, we dropped it.
What?
Joby M wasn't paying attention. He wasn't paying attention at all. Kakadu had dropped the level 3 activation, but Joby M was already deflated.
Wow, yeah, I don't blame him. I started looking towards the crowd, but when you're on the sticks, you gotta stay locked in until it says KO. Unfortunate, you can see Joby M frustrated with himself, not being prepared for that moment. But Kakadu